Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to explain the process of flood modeling in GIS. This video explains conceptual details of the watershed delineation and stream generation, which are the basic data to model the water resources and floods. In another video, I will show you the usage of different tools, how we can use the tools in ArcGIS to create model the floods and delineate the streams. Please subscribe this channel if you have not subscribed it before. Okay, what is a flood modeling actually? We can use the digital elevation model. We can calculate the catchment areas, we can create the streams and watersheds. The topography determines to which cell water is drained. Actually, digital elevation model is the fundamental data set for flood modeling, and the topography of the Earth's surface tells us where the water will flow on the surface, and which is basically used. Then we can model the flood in the urban areas and in the open areas. There are many other parameters we need to use, but the first step is to see where the water will flow on the surface if there is a rain or flood. If we talk about the tools, there are many tools available for the water resource management that can be used inside ArcGIS. I'm talking about ArcGIS environment. Of course, there are other softwares which provide the tools, but in this video I'm talking about ArcGIS extensions and the tools. The first very commonly and very popular extension of ArcGIS which is used for flood modeling, the water resource management, is ArcHydro. You can download it. It is a freely available. You can download and install from the URL that is displayed on the screen. Then there is ArcGIS Spatial Analyst. ArcGIS Spatial Analyst have a toolbar called Hydrology, which has all the tools required for flood modeling. And there are some, of course, there are other extensions called TAUDEM and HECRAS, River Analysis and Simulation, which is developed by US military. What is the process? In this video, I will explain the two processes, one for ArcHydro and one for ArcGIS Spatial Analyst. So the first step that we do, we take the DEM. The first input data set is digital elevation model. Then we fill the sinks. Okay, what are the sinks? Actually, when we create the digital elevation models from contours or from the spot heights, during the interpolations there could be some outliers or there could be some anomalies which create the errors in the data, which create the wrong results. So the first most important step is to fill those sinks. We call them sinks. If you see here, we have this is a normal curvature of the surface, but suddenly there is depression which is abnormal, which is not the case. So there are commands in ArcHydro which can interpolate these areas to fill. So after the fill, we will have a smooth digital elevation model. After the fill the sinks, then the first step is the flow direction on the cell. In each cell of the digital elevation model, where it will flow. So for example, if this is a cell under investigation, we will take a 3x3 grid and we will calculate the flow direction. The flow direction is interpreted as a power of 2. So if its value range from 1 to 128, so it means 2 raised to power 0 mean east. So if there is a cell value is 1, it means the water is flowing from this cell towards east. Then south, west and north similarly. So the 1 to 128 values. So this is called an a-directional model. There are some like TAUDEM or other software which use the infinite directional model. but normally this is the ArcGIS how model the cell flow direction. After flow direction, we calculate the flow accumulation. So flow accumulation, what is the flow accumulation? Flow accumulation means the cells where the water will be accumulated. This is very important to understand that where which cells are more drained in. There could be some cells in the lower elevations where all the water will be coming, and it is measured as a number of cells, how many cells are drained into the cell. So the input will be the flow direction, and we get the flow accumulation, like how many cells are draining into this, like 5, 1, 2. After flow accumulation, now we can define the streams. Based on this flow direction and flow accumulation, software can define the stream definitions. And the other step, then we create the stream segmentations. It's based on the catchment areas, how many cells are draining in, and based here stream, once we have created the stream segmentation, we can also create the stream orders. I will explain in the video what are the stream orders are. There are two methods of stream ordering. One is called Shreve's method and one is called Streller method. ArcGIS provides these two methods to order the street segments. After that, we can create the catchment grids. Catchment are the areas which have the same in which, for example, these are the areas where the water is collected. We can generate these from grids. We can convert it to polygon, and then we can drainage line processing. We can convert the streams that we have calculated in the previous step. We can convert them into a vector lines. After that, we can also, because these catchment polygons are very small polygons, we can generate a bigger catchment areas based on our study and our area topography of the area. If it is a mountainous monotonous areas, then of course the small area will be more catchment, small valleys will be the catchment. And if it is a plain area, we need to take the bigger areas. So this also we can calculate. And then batch point processing in ArcHydro, it provides us to the outlet point of one catchment. So in one valley, at the exit of the valley, we can create one catchment, and we can draw a point, and all the water, all the streams will be draining into that point. And then of course we can create a watershed, which is a bigger area. So this is the process which is used by hydrology toolset in ArcGIS Spatial Analyst. There is a little difference. Most of the steps are same in ArcHydro and ArcGIS Spatial Analyst, but the only difference here you can see in Spatial Analyst, you calculate the flow direction first and then you identify the sinks. In ArcHydro, the first step is you fill the sinks without finding them. You can, of course, you can find and then analyze the dam, but the first step is fill the sink and then calculate the flow direction. But in ArcGIS Spatial Analyst, you first calculate the flow direction, then find the sink. If there are sinks, fill it. If there are no sinks, then you get a depression-less dam. So you can see from here, digital elevation model is the basic input of all these kind of modeling. From this you can calculate the flow accumulation, then stream order, stream you can convert to stream to feature and stream link, and flow length, and the pour point, the outlet point of every watershed, and then you can calculate the watershed. So these are the process which are used to model the flood in GIS. In another video, I will show you the process of ArcHydro and ArcGIS Spatial Analyst. Thank you for watching, and see you in the other video. Please subscribe and like or dislike if you don't like it, and give your valuable feedback in the form of comments.